My name is Michelle Nash, and I am an Instructional Technology Specialist for Louisville Independent School District. Part of my job is to help the teachers learn to use the smartboard properly, to create lessons for them when they ask me to help them develop their lessons and to learn to use the smartboard correctly in the classroom. This is the answers to the slide right before, so that if the students are doing this in a center, they can self-check. Sometimes I show the students how to use the side-by-side dual page tool so that they can check their answers directly with the answers that I provided when they're in a center. In this activity, this is called a magic tunnel activity. The way that you create a magic tunnel is to have two empty boxes, just squares, and I like to lock those down because that way they don't get moved by accident when you're dragging these other things. You don't want to move your boxes. The boxes need to stay in place, but the boxes also need to be all the way in the back for the order. So these boxes are sent to the back and they're locked. These pictures are all individual images, even the Texas in the middle. This is an image. This Texas needs to be all the way to the front. So you bring it to the front. Of course, it already is in the front, so that's not an option here because it is. So you bring this picture on top, and these pictures are in the middle. They're on top of the rectangle, but they're behind the Texas. Top of the rectangle behind the Texas. Same thing with the words. All the words you type need to be behind the Texas and on top of the rectangles. Now, put your picture and your words side by side. And then decide on a color. So I'm going to go to my Properties tab for these words, and I'm going to choose for a color for my words this blue. You have to have your rectangle unlocked, and then click on the corner icon and choose Properties, and you will see Fill Effects. Now I want to choose the same color that I chose for these words for this box, so I'm going to choose this blue right here. So now that box is the same color as these words. When these words are dragged into that box, you cannot see them. They're camouflaged because they're the same color. So now that this is blue, it covered up all my pictures on that side. So what I'll do is take that box, go to the order, send it to the back, all the way to the back. It needs to be all the way behind everything. And then I'm going to lock it again. Now it's locked. This Texas actually needs to be locked too. They shouldn't be able to move the middle tunnel image. Okay, now let's go back to full screen. And I'm going to close it out. And I'm going to select by using this is called the marquee select. I'm going to drag over two items at once. They're both selected. Click on an arrow and group them. Now they're grouped. Now they're one item that can be moved. Okay, I'm going to put them over here on this side. I could make this smaller if I needed to, make it a little bit smaller so that it doesn't show up so well. And now when the students come to the activity, you'll notice that I don't have to go through the Texas, but that's the whole fun of it. That's the magic tunnel, the fun of the Texas. But when you reveal, there's your answer. And that's how you can do a reveal of answers using the magic tunnel. Let's say that I drug the wrong image and I want to get it out of this table. A lot of people have trouble getting things out of tables, but if you just click on it first, then drag it out, it'll come out. If I just go to that square and try to drag it out without first tapping on it, it won't drag out. So you need to tap it first and then drag it out, and then it'll come out of the table. And thank you. That's all I have to share with you today.